soldiers, teachers and my friends. Today I am going to tell you a story entitled The Stone Cutter. Once upon a time, there lived a stone cutter in a small village. All day long he worked hard cutting the hard stone and making shapes which were needed by his customer. His hand was so hard and his clothes were dirty. One day he went out to work on a big stone. It was hard to work on, yet the sun was very hot. After spending several hours cutting the stone, he sat down in the shade and soon fell asleep. After some time, he heard the sound of somebody's coming. Waking up, he saw a long procession of people. There were many soldiers and attendants of the procession. In the middle of it, there was a king in a palanquin, being carried by strong people. How happy I would be if I were a king instead of a poor stone cutter. As he mumbled this word, a strange thing happened. The stone cutter found himself dressed in silk clothes and shining jewels. He was sitting in a comfortable palanquin. He was very happy. The procession moved on and the sun grew hot. The stone cutter, now the king, became too warm for comfort. As the afternoon was on and the sun grew hotter, and the king became more and more uncomfortable. I am powerful, it is true, but how more powerful the sun is, he thought. I would rather be a son than a king. At once he became the sun, shining down the earth. His new power was hard to control. He burned up the fields with his rays and turned the ocean into vapor and formed great clouds which covered the land. But no matter how hard he shone, he still could not see through the cloud. It is obvious that the clouds are even stronger and more powerful than sun. I would rather be a cloud, said the stone cutter, who now the sun. Suddenly, he found himself turning into a huge dark cloud. He started using his new power. He poured down rain on the fields and caused flood. All the trees and houses were swept away, but a boulder that he had been cutting when he was a stone cutter was unmoved and unchanged. However much he poured down on the stone, it still did not move. Why, that rock is more powerful than I am, said the stone cutter, now a cloud. Only a stone cutter could change the rock by his skill. How I wish I were a stone cutter. Immediately after he had said the words, he found himself sitting on a stone with his hard and rough hands. Without hesitation, he picked up his tool and set to work on the boulder again, smiling happily. Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is that we must be content with whatever abilities we possess. We should not compare our abilities with others. Instead, we should be grateful of it and make full use of it wisely.